the supply chain trends and technology trends as of today, with particular reference to India, and how are they relevant and beneficial?
I mean, maybe I'm going to just repeat myself. Okay, I think you need to understand. I mean, so our basic classification don't go away. Okay, for example, our standard Fisher's the things of responsive supply chain versus efficient. To me, that will always remain a core. Okay, that am I dealing with the problem of managing responsiveness? Then the way I deal with the issues is very different from the way I look at efficiency. So I mean, that will be a starting point, right? Similarly, I'll keep asking this question that, there are a whole lot of, ideas we talk about in supply chain in terms of pooling, saying, can I do pooling across geographies? Can I do pooling across products? Can I do pooling across products, geography, time, right? Now, because the business, the fundamentals of operation supply chain tell me that if I can pool something, right, I can bring down uncertainty, and that gives me opportunity to change the way I manage. So, for example, a lot of ideas of postponement, right? Do I work with a configure to order? So, to me, those basic frameworks will never go away, right? Similarly, one concept we talk about is the value density. Am I dealing with a product which has relatively, inventory more important or a transportation, right? I mean, if you're doing a cement or a grocery vis-a-vis electronic parts. So to me, a lot of those, you're going to keep asking those questions in terms of, do I want to relook at, am I currently in a made to stock, can I move to made to order? So to me, those basic concepts, those push-pull boundaries, all those don't go away. What we are saying is, what this new technology do is change the nature of trade-offs, right? Earlier, it's very similar to what cloud has done, right? Suddenly I can say I don't longer have to make a decision about how many servers I need. I can go on this, but that does not mean that I should, so there are companies which said, if once I move to mature level, I'm a startup or a growth phase, cloud is a great solution. There are companies which says that once I've reached certain level, and if I'm a stable environment, I'm not growing and I have stable, then maybe I will bring it back on my premises, which is what Dropbox did actually. So I think this whole idea that there is not the solution which is valid for all the time to come, right? So you're going to keep relooking at all these issues and say how. So for example, we talked about this issue of a 3D printing. No, I'm not going to use 3D printing for my normal standard components. The economics is still not reached there, right? But there are certain special category of components where, again, so I think the question you're asking is, what's the nature of trade-off which has changed because of this technology? And that gives you opportunity to relook at some of this. So I would, as I said, I would say that I have basically very simple toolkit, which is, I'm repeating myself again and again, which is saying that, look, you understand new technology for in terms of what does it do to your trade-offs, because of which you took certain decision. Now you're saying the nature of trade-offs have changed, the way we talked about 3D printing, right? It allows you to look at certain part of solutions in a different way. But it's also possible, I gave a Dropbox example, give us saying, your environment has changed, business environment. So same solution, which is valid for everybody else, is not valid for you. So I would say, I think most time in just understanding your own business, right? And asking that question that what does this technology do in terms of nature of trade-offs? And then see, rather than getting carried away by trends and all that, because solution which is valid for you is not going to be valid for you. In a same pharma business, you looking for something else, I'm looking for a cold chain traceability. Each one of us in a pharma, right? But the for example, I mean, we looked at all this pharma, the oxygen issues, right? I mean, to me, the way Nandarbar in Maharashtra looked at that problem was the most creative, right? They were trying to solve the problem. So they came up with the idea of oxygen nurse. To me, it was the most creative solution, right? So I don't think, we should never forget that technology is only a means to solve a problem.